Hey, salty followers. All right. Scott Marshall again. So I have a couple very important visitors today. I have Sony and Angie, and they are the Badgers. So you wonder what a badger is? These are badgers. Or are they badgers? I thought a badger is an animal. I'm going to let them explain this.
Well, we became the Badgers when I worked at Harley-Davidson a few years ago, and my nickname was the Badger, and they could never remember Angie's name when she came in the dealership, so she was Mama Badger.
Mama Badger.
And then we had two daughters, and when they came in, they were the Baby Badger.
Okay.
And it just kind of became a thing from there. Like, literally, we have logos with the Badger. It just took off, and now everybody in the world knows this is the Badgers.
Nice.
So we have a Facebook page called The Badgers and the Biker Lifestyle, which you guys can go check out. But then, so we're content creators. We ride around on our motorcycles for a living and create content, which is all awesome and we love it, but we also wanted to be able to give back to the community. So we wanted to start something that would help the community out, and that's how we came up with Support Bikers. I'll tell you about Support Bikers.
So Support Bikers was like my dream in 2020. And what we're really after was, in 2020, everybody was struggling. And I knew that all of our biker-owned businesses would struggle as well. And I know me personally, like if I knew you owned a roofing company and you rode a motorcycle, I would call you first, just because we have something in common.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was like, I bet I'm not the only one in the world that thinks this way. But how do we get everybody to know that this is biker-owned, biker-friendly business?
Sure.
So we started Support Bikers, which is basically an online business directory, and it's completely free for businesses to be on there. But then that gives us one location where we can go find businesses that are biker-owned and biker-friendly. Then we can support them.
That's very awesome.
So that was the whole goal with it. And then it just kind of spiraled from there. And then we added where even personal bikers can go on and put a listing on.
Okay.
So then when we travel through town, we can find all the locals, and they can tell us the best rides, the best food, the local shops. They can really connect with the biker
They
community.
can also like help out if they want to, if they're able to trailer a bike.
Right, somebody breaks
Okay.
down, something
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
If they would share an event. So it's actually like they're filling out like a volunteer sheet too, how they can help the biker community.
Okay.
And then after that, we started adding more people that do what we do, content creators.
Okay.
So
Resources.
there are content creators all over the country, but that is also another resource. The whole goal of this is for you to be able to go to one website and find every resource you need in the biker community.
Okay.
Whether that we have clubs that have their info on there, so if you're interested, you can contact them. We have businesses. We have all of these people that have put
Very
their
cool.
info on one website for you to find.
That's awesome. Yeah. I honestly wasn't sure what you guys did.
Right?
I thought the Badgers, man, must be this big bike gang coming through. Do you have a big group, big MC, or just
We're not an MC at all.
not an MC at all?
No,
Okay.
so we have
Perfect.
no patches, no membership. You can join our Facebook group. So we have our big Support Bikers Facebook group, and then we have individual states. Right now we have 18 different states.
Okay.
Well, the reason we did that is the big group is great. But if you're in Kansas and you put, I have a broken bike, I need help, the problem was everybody in the world could see that.
Okay.
Not necessarily the people from Kansas that
Okay.
could help you.
Right.
So then we started Support Bikers Kansas. Now everybody in the group's from Kansas, and they can see that you need help, and then they can help you.
Okay.
And so that's why we honed it down state by state. But we are not club affiliated. We accept all clubs. We support all bikers.
Okay.
I've had a lot of people come on and say, hey, do you allow clubs? And like I tell them, if you're in a club, it's none of my business.
All
I
right.
don't care. That's your business. I just want you to be in there connecting with the biker
Sure.
community and supporting it.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. So what are you doing in Hutchinson?
Well,
What brings you here?
that's like a whole nother story. So we're on our summer tour. Last year, another thing we do is we helped, we support bikers, but we get what's called support requests. And that can be somebody that's been in an accident,
Okay.
or they've got cancer, or whatever it may be that they need
Right.
help. Last year, we took 222 of those phone calls.
Wow.
So this year, we were always just providing them with resources. Like, hey, we know you might be able to help them when we connect with you.
Okay.
Well, this year, what we found out was one of the biggest things they need and they were worried about was that initial money to get back and forth to the hospital and just to take a breath and figure out what they were going to do with their lives.
Sure.
They were
So-
going to be out of work. So now we had, rent to pay, mortgage, utilities. So that was the biggest thing that everybody was just like, we just, need some cash to be able to make sure that the bills get paid that month.
So in April, we started the Rec Rider Fund. So we literally raise money. We have a national fund, and then we raise money in each of the states that we have a support bikers. The money that's raised in the state stays in the state.
Okay.
The other thing about our 501c3 is we have no employees. So there is no payroll. The only expense we have is the software to run it. All money goes back to the Rec Riders.
Very nice.
We also do what's called Support a Biker. You've heard of GoFundMe?
Yeah.
The problem with GoFundMe is I may not know you and you're in an accident. I can create a GoFundMe and pretend I'm earning money for you,
Right.
and you'll never see the money.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
we don't accept GoFundMes in our groups just because we can't verify.
Sure.
So we have basically a GoFundMe. It's called Support a Biker. You go on the website, you fill out the form, you get your own fundraiser, but then it goes through us. We know who the check's going to, what the check is for, all of that.
Okay.
So that's another piece to that. Not only do we have the Rec Rider Fund, which we write a check out of, we can also help you raise money, kind of like a
Get a link.
GoFundMe.
Can you share a link just like you did to GoFundMe? That we shared those into the groups.
Very
Share
cool.
it wherever you want to share.
Huh.
So the ultimate goal is just to bring, there's 3%. The biker community is only 3% of the entire world. That's all that ride.
Wow.
So we're a pretty small community,
Yeah.
but we're a large community. So if I can get those 3% all connected in one way or another, think of how powerful you are.
Oh yeah.
So we could raise money, we can do good, and we can help each other. And so that's our goal. The world's largest biker network.
Well, that's very awesome. That's way cool. I'm honored to have you guys in our store here. I
Well,
mean,
thank you.
I know.
We're honored to be here.
We kind of heard rumors from here and there that you were going to be in town. So Tammy went out and chased you down. So I do appreciate you coming by and checking us out, see what we're about. I love learning what you're about. Now it makes a lot more sense. So
Well, and the truth of the matter is we couldn't do any of this without our sponsors. So
sure,
Brett's Injury Law is
Right.
our sponsor here in
right,
Kansas.
Thank
So
you.
Support Bikers Kansas is paid for by them.
Okay.
And that's why we don't have employees in our 501c3, how we can take every penny and
Okay.
pay it back to the
Right.
community because they pay our bills. So our sponsors all over the country, they're the ones that actually pay our bills. So that is
Yep.
number one. So we couldn't do it without them. Brett's Injury Law, if you guys need anything
Yep.
here in Kansas, give them a call.
Yeah, so there you go. There it is again. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. Matt Bretz at Brett's Injury Law does so much for the bike community. I mean, he is out there. People think, oh no, he's a lawyer. Of course he's a lawyer. But I'll tell you what, he is all in supporting this community all the time, and that's why you always hear me talk about Brett's. So
And he
Yeah.
rides.
yeah, and he rides absolutely, and he rides a Salty Cycles bike. At least one of them.
Yeah. And if you see their rig, it actually has our Support Bikers logo on it.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, that's probably one of the most important things is a lot of people don't know what to do right after an accident. We have this conversation a lot. Making a phone call to an attorney is one of the best things you can do. First off, most of them don't charge you until there's a verdict.
Right.
So they will basically consult with you for free and
Right.
just tell you need to do this, you need to do this. And you know what? Unfortunately, the insurance company's number one job is to pay you as little as possible.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, literally, that's
Yep.
their job.
Yep.
And so getting you an attorney to represent you is hugely important. So we highly recommend it.
Yep.
If you do pick one, Brett's is the one we recommend.
There you go.
Because we're picking
All right.
Tim.
Well, I guess that's all I got for now. Like I say, I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate your time, telling us what you're about. So, got a good understanding, and hopefully, some people out there watching be able to tap into this network and hopefully get inspired to help too.
Maybe come check this
Absolutely.
place out.
All right.
So come check out his place. Come to supportbikers.com. Join us. We do lots of cool events, and we'd love to meet you.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. Don't forget, stay safe, keep two wheels on the ground.